Today we would like to review the proper procedures and practices of the pole structure inspection process. This video was filmed in a controlled and safe atmosphere for video purposes only. We will be reviewing how to visually inspect a pole and also how to sound and probe test a pole in the field before applying any sort of a load change on a pole. This includes climbing the pole, placing a ladder on the pole, or any other types of load changes, such as changing out a transformer or moving wire. The first task you must complete upon arriving on the job site is to inspect your tools and PPE. It is important to check the condition of all tools. The first item to check is the general belt. Check the buckle conditions and make sure there are no cracks in the leather. You also need to check all double safety snap hooks and make sure they are in good working condition. You may need to lubricate them if needed. Check all straps on your hooks and check for cracks or frays. Check all sharpness of your gaffs and sharpen as needed. As you may remember in your onboarding at Heidecker Wheat Lake, it is important to think 3, which means we need to assess the adjacent poles to the one we are working and be just as aware of their condition, as they could affect your safety on the pole you are working if they are not in safe working conditions. Upon arrival to the pole, it is important to check for several obvious signs that the pole is safe or unsafe to climb. Pole testing is one way that companies ensure that a pole is in good working order. If a pole is unsafe to climb, there are several ways a company may mark it. It could be spray painted in various colors or types of ribbon applied to the pole to indicate that the pole is unsafe and needs to be changed out. These items may not always be in place, so do not rely on them to be your indicator of a safe pole. Some companies may even apply C-trusses to their pole to help lengthen the longevity of the pole. Do not climb these poles, as the integrity of this pole is already in question. Also look for obvious signs of rot or damage on the outside of the pole. When prod testing a pole, it is important to dig around the pole anywhere from 12 to 18 inches depending on your customer's requirements. Make sure you are aware of any and all utilities that may be buried in the area before digging. Prod testing is a process in which you drive a screwdriver or prod tool into the pole with a 3-pound hammer at or below ground level. This process needs to be applied at several different locations around the pole. For any reason the prod or screwdriver sinks into the pole easily, it should be determined that the pole is unsafe to climb. If a pole is located in concrete or asphalt, the prod test must be conducted at ground level and the prod must be driven into the pole at a 45-degree downward angle. Sound testing is a process of striking the pole with a 3-pound hammer from ground level to approximately 6 to 7 feet above ground at various locations around the pole, working up and down the pole to find any rotten or hollow spots that may affect the pole's integrity. All strikes on the pole should sound solid and hard. If any strikes sound punky or soft, the test is complete and the pole should not be worked. When conducting these pole tests, it is very important to make a decision on the pole condition as if your life depends on it. All checks must be done thoroughly and completely to ensure the safety of you and those around you. Remember, doing it safe is doing it right.